Greetings, 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 family. I am your host, Bonalaw L, and I bring you to another episode of Build or Destroy, where we break away the rumors from the real, the facts from the fiction, the what is from the what it ain't. Because if you let a lie live long enough, it just becomes the truth. If you let a lie live long enough, it just becomes the truth. If you let a lie live long enough, it just becomes the truth. So here on Build or Destroy, what we do, we break away and we break down all of those falsehoods. We do not do gossip. We do knowledge, wisdom, understanding, man, woman, child, sun, moon, stars. We do not do gossip. We do not do gossip. So if you're looking for the Inquirer, the Star, and all of that, those tabloid type podcasts, you're in the wrong place. But you can still hit the like button if you feel like leaving, because we're here to bring it to you. And know that if you ever need it, you can always double back and get the real from the source. Because that's all we're going to be dealing with. It's actual facts and solar facts. Nothing more, nothing less. Nothing more, nothing less. So before we get into content, hit the like button, subscribe, and share this information. Hit the like button to show your appreciation and to get the algorithms up. Share because it's each one teach one. And hit the notification bell so your ear is to the street every time new information drops coming from this platform. Once again, sponsored by Rich Family Clothing Co., a cut above the rest. Get rich, stay rich, Rich Family Clothing Co. Well, let me kind of peel back a little. And if it ain't hot, it's gonna get hot. It's gonna get hot. So without further ado, let's build. Have y'all been paying attention? Have y'all been paying attention to the sorcery and the sorcerer's hands that move, giving you the sense of illusionary magic, deflecting and diverting your attention from what is to something that might be, keeping you away from the reality that life is perception and perception is the height of understanding. So if you don't understand, then you at a disadvantage. But we're going to speak power to mental death, enlightenment to mental death, upliftment to mental death. Did you think it doesn't exist? It still exists. And these are part of the sorcerer's magics that keep you at a disadvantage. So over the course of the weeks and months, you haven't heard or seen me bring you new information because we went into a situation where I needed to gather as much information as I could before I expounded on it. Because this is chess, not checkers. You don't look at your opponent and just jump over them. Because behind your opponent could be a pitfall. Or it could be an illusion of your opponent and not actually him at all. It could be a diversion. Is why you don't jump every opponent that you see. This is chess, not checkers. A lot of y'all don't know about that. I just played somebody in chess. They asked me to play, actually. And I haven't played in a while, but I'm not, my mental prowess is still sharp, but my strategical format may be a little rusty. But nonetheless, I made them quit. And they said to me, this is just a game. And I said, it's not just a game, this is life. Where one wrong move can take you into a course of things that you can't recover from. And then you walking around talking about woe is me. But when you had the power to make the right decision, you did not, which led you off into another course of events that were not conducive to your success. But ultimately, who can we all blame for our downfalls? A lot of 90% of it is us. 10% is happenstance. 90% is you doing dumb shit, making dumb decisions, and then thinking there's no repercussion or not wanting to deal with the repercussions. Okay? So I need to touch on the topic of the political primaries and the election and the landscape of politics. So we all know what transpired as of now, unless you're living under a rock. Donald J. Trump has become the new president for the 2025 elections moving forward for the next 4 years. One thing I've noticed after this decision or the election transpired and the results were given, that we were very emotional. People are way too emotional, brother. Way too emotional, sister. As Nubian people, we should always know and understand this ain't nothing new to us. When did we ever get a win? Yes, I understand you voted for someone who did not progress in that fashion and did not get the W. But understand life goes on and has been going on. There's no record of when life started on Earth, and there's no record of when it's going to end. It's ongoing consistently. So understand that. Right? Understand these things. Don't get emotional. This is the worst time to be emotional, when your next move gotta be your best move. What are you emotional about? Okay? Because if you're mad at black men, a lot of black men, most of my peers, who aren't 5%ers, they voted for Harris. New York was won by Harris. I don't know if y'all know that. And that was just the popular vote that determines us. The electoral vote is something different. Let's be honest. At the end of the day, people were only based on political topics. It wasn't about who was against who. It wasn't Trump against Harris. It was about the fabric and moral fibers and fabrics that make up this nation were unraveling at such a speed that we were not sure and are not sure that that lady would have been able to correct everything when it was them within their 4-year regime where all of this stuff transpired. Don't you realize that? So I didn't have a horse in this race. You know why? Because Allah is God. And God gonna get me through whatever. Like he always has and always will. Why did you forget that? For all our God-fearing people and people that watched me on this show. God is in control, man. People talk rhetoric. So what happened was people told you they was going to vote for Harris, but they probably lied to you. That you thought you had to win in the bag. It wasn't in the bag. It wasn't in the bag. Don't be emotional about a loss when all we've been getting through life is losses. And for the Nubian brothers and sisters out here, We have to groom our own candidate to speak up for us. Because taxation without representation, balderdash. So family, I'm glad I could bring you this message to lift you up. Don't be emotional and downtrodden right now. When have you ever had a clear win? Tell me. They gave you a clear win with Obama. You think that's going to keep going? You got to stand up and do it for yourself now. So keep your head up. Keep your eye on the prize. Keep your mind elevated. And keep putrosity away from you. It's a lot of putrid energy out here right